Hello students, I am taking this time to create this video announcement to help you better utilize the tools at your disposal for your reference pages. We're going to look at EBSCOhost, and we're going to look at how to utilize Microsoft Word to develop your reference page to eliminate some of the minute errors that can occur on a reference page. So what I would like to do is probably take about 10 minutes to walk through this. I would appreciate it if you stuck it out through this entire video so that you can better understand the tools necessary to create what you'll need for your final research paper in regards to the reference page. So just a quick note, I have continued to provide a lot of feedback on your submissions, yet I'm seeing a lot of the same APA errors time and time again. So be sure to get in there and check out my embedded notes, read the attached PDF, and then check out the resources I provided you in your announcements. So go to that APA reference and resources, that announcement that I posted in week 1, and I moved it up, and I'll repost some of that same information. The announcement section is where you really need to pay attention to some of the common errors. I list those and how they should be corrected so that you can avoid losing any points moving forward. Okay. So what I want to do is jump into EBSCOhost as just an example. So since you're using scholarly journals on your final research paper, you're going to be getting them through the Myers Online or the GANGWISH library online. It used to be Myers Online, but we had a name change. So what we're going to do is go there, and I'm going to screen share the GANGWISH library real quick. Okay, so you should be seeing this. Let's just go ahead and we're going to go to, let's just use Discovery, okay? And let's say we were going to look at global warming. So what I'm going to do is show you how to narrow down your search to just academic sources, and typically what we need is at least 7 years or newer. That's going to be pretty standard in most of your classes. So over here on the side, we want we go ahead and check this checkbox, scholarly peer-reviewed journals, and then publication date, let's say 2009. Okay, so as we can see, we're cutting things down dramatically. Typically, you'll want to stick with full text, so we can click this here. All right, so we've got a lot. So we're just going to look at this very first one, okay? So since we have a full text here, we'll just open it up. PDF is located over here. But what's really nice about EBSCOhost is here's the Cite button. So we cite, and then we scroll down, and we find our APA reference. And boom, here it is. It's done for you. It's got the DOI already involved. It's got the volume number italicized, the issue number not italicized. Just copy and paste it if you want. But that's how easy it is to find how to cite the source. So again, search for your global warming, for instance, and then we can do a different one. We'll look at this one. Again, we click Cite here, scroll down, and we see that we have it listed here, and that the second line's already indented. Now, when you copy and paste this to Word, it's not going to be double spaced, so you still have to double space it, okay? So let's just do that. So when you copy it over, you just click, highlight it, and then double space when you do your page layout. All right, so that's how simple it is in EBSCOhost or through the library, okay? As long as you have a full text, you should be able to utilize that, okay? Okay, so next, which I think is the most fascinating tool, is going to be Microsoft Word. It makes it so much easier to maintain all of your resources and references. So anytime you're typing in Microsoft Word and you put in your source, it's going to maintain it. So what I'll do now is bring this over and screen share it. Okay, so this is just a blank document. What I want to do is let's just manage our sources. So we have our home tab, which is where everybody starts, but we have references here. And our style, we need to make sure it says APA 6th edition. And then let's just manage sources. So I have just a few in here, but any of them that you add will stay in this list. And so this is your master list. And so if we wanted to do our current list, let's say we were going to use this video, we just copy it over here, okay? And we'll leave that one. So what we want to do now, let's say we are bringing in an article from a scholarly journal that we were just looking at. So let's click New. The type of source is listed here, okay? We've got books, a section of book, a journal article, which is what we're going to do. All right, so let's say I'm going to be the author. So we'll edit. And let's say I had a co-author of global warming, Al Gore. Okay, so we have our two authors listed here. What it's going to do for us is pre-build everything. We want to show all bibliography fields. So the title would be Global Warming in the Journal of Science and Technology. Okay, let's say we published this article earlier this month. You can the asterisk ones are ones that are recommended fields. So you can just use 2015 pages 74 to 79. Okay, and if there are volume numbers, you do want to include that. So let's say this was volume 75 and issue 8 for the year. Okay, so let's click OK. And what it did here is it pre-built our bibliography. You see this? All right, so let's go here. Here's what the nice tool about using Microsoft Word to do this. As you manage your sources and you put them into your current list, what we can do is we can use this quickly. So global warming is a concern. We'll just use that, okay? We can insert a citation automatically, and it pre-builds it for Eschnauer and Bohr. Then we just put our period afterwards, and we're good to go. And then if we saw, we were following it up with the other source, let's see, I'm not sure what else we could write here. But you could also use the other source. See how it's Foley? If we wanted to do a direct quote, let's say global warming is raising sea levels. Okay. Again, we come back, use your citation. What you want to do is, since you're using a direct quote and it's written text, we have to include a page or paragraph number. So again, our page numbers were 74 to 79. So we need to add that by clicking on this source. We get a drop-down box, do Edit Citation, and here's where we can add our page number. So let's say it was on page 76. Now we add our period afterwards, and our citation is done. Okay? The other nice part about this is when we go to insert our reference page, okay? So let me just pre-build this. All right. Now what it'll do is for our bibliography, you don't want to click bibliography or works cited because APA it's just supposed to say references. But you click insert bibliography, and it already pre-builds it, and it does it alphabetically for you. So all of your sources can be listed in here, and then you just highlight them, double space. Of course, this is off a little bit. But if you click your spacing afterwards, that's why there's a larger space here. It's done. It does it for you. It does all of the necessary hard work for you. It lists your authors appropriately, how they're supposed to be listed. It doesn't make the mistake of italicizing the wrong thing or italicizing both of these. It does it all for you, and it automatically removes the hyperlink from this, okay? So this is a very good tool. Like when I went through my master's, both of my master's programs, this list is exponential, but for your master list. The current list, though, is only what you use, so you can move them over, and it will only put on the reference page, you see the check marks, the ones that you've actually cited in your source over here. Okay, so it won't include that Google information. All right, so that's how you use Microsoft Word. It's a very good tool. Close that out and see what else I can show you. And I will provide also, I'll go ahead and provide this web page, which is Purdue OWL. I'll provide it again. So this is what we're looking at. I'm going to provide you this link, and here's all sorts of information about in-text citations for whatever you need, and then reference lists, basic lists, authors, articles. It does it all for you and tells you exactly what you need and what it would look like, okay? A lot of this is going to be on you to get done correctly. When you submit your reference pages, I'm not going to do all the work for you. You'll need to make sure that you do all the main work. I'll put incorrect, but you're going to have to go dig it up. But if you need assistance, you can email me and I will help you through that. I just don't want to do all the corrections for every student because the resources are at your disposal. So that's pretty much what I wanted to do with this video. Just run you through how to utilize EBSCOhost if you want to do that. And then also, if you would prefer to use Microsoft Word, which is what I would recommend doing, it will keep that master list for you. So maybe in 2 or 3 courses you want to refer back to something that you went over in this class. It's already pre-built into your master list. You just have to copy it over and move it. So these are great tools that are built into everything we already use. If you want any more specifics or want any more direction, don't hesitate to email me. I'm happy to help with this. But one other thing I want to note, to recommend to you is reviewing the weekly materials and the expectations for the assignment. So look at what the assignment is, but also look at the rubric. What are you being graded on? Okay, because I feel over the last couple of weeks a lot of points have been lost because certain aspects of the assignment are not answered. So look at what the assignment parameters are, and then look at the rubric and how that ties into the assignment parameters, okay? Everybody's doing really well. There are certain students that are getting B's on their assignments, or low B's, high B's, that should be getting A's because they're APA or they missed a part of the assignment. So overall, I'm very impressed with everybody so far. But we do have a very busy couple weeks coming up because in 2 weeks your paper is going to be due. So keep plugging away. If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. And have a great week and weekend, okay? Bye.